Hola, this video is for section 9.4, number 4. It's the word problem where they give you some random numbers and they want the equation of the tangent line. Okay, so it says for f of x equals x to the fourth, the instantaneous rate of change is known to be 32. So that phrase, instantaneous rate of change, is 32, and that instantaneous rate of change, it's listed under the synonyms of 9.4. It means slope. Yeah, okay. So that 32 is the slope, and in your 9.4 notes, it says how to find the equation of a word. Number one, slope is the letter M. So this 32 that we had is the letter M. It's the slope. Then it says something about x equals 2. That's the x value that we're going to plug into our equations. So we have x equals 2. Okay, then it says find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of y equals f of x at the point with the x coordinate 2. Okay, so they didn't really give me any other information except for maybe this equation at the very beginning, f of x equals x to the 4. Okay, so in order to come up with an equation of the tangent line, we have to have y equals mx plus b. And I know what my m is, it's 32. I know what my x is, it's 2. So I'm going to say 32 times 2 because m and x are multiplying together because they're squished together. Okay. Then I don't know what my y or my b is. Well, we can figure out our y just by using this little equation over here. So what we can do is we can plug in this x value of 2 into this x to the 4. So I can say f of 2, as in instead of the x, we put a 2. So instead of the x, we put a 2. Instead of this x, I put a 2. And I'm going to use parentheses with a 4 power. And then I'm going to put this in my calculator with parentheses to the 4 power. And I get 16. So this 16 is your y value. Because if we remember way back up here, it says y equals f of x. That means your y value is whatever pops out of that f of x equation. So for this f of 2 equals 16, it's like saying 2 is my x. And then what popped out as the answer, 16, that's my y. So not only do we have the x value of x equals 2, so x is 2, we also know my y value is 16. So my first step is to put all the numbers in the words to match it up with a letter. Then my second step is to remember, I gotta have a y value. So to figure out a y value, I'm gonna take this x equals 2, the 2, and I'm gonna plug it into that equation they gave us, x to the 4, like right here. Instead of x to the 4, I put 2 to the 4. And then 2 to the 4 means, when you put that in the calculator, it doesn't mean 2 times 4. It means 2 and then this caret button above the divide, caret, 4. As in 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 Anyway, and you get 16. So if you use the multiply symbol in your calculator, you probably got this whole thing wrong. But if you use the caret above that divide, hopefully you got that 16. Okay, now I'm going to put that 16 into this y equals mx plus b that we were working on. So that y is now 16. And then I don't know what the b is, so I'll just put plus b. Okay, the final answer is supposed to look like y equals a number x plus a number, instead of y equals mx plus b. Well, I know my m is 32. So 32x plus, but I don't know what this b is, but I can figure it out from this middle step. So let's whip out this middle step, and then I'll put that number where the letter b is, and I'll be done. So let's see, we get 16 equals 32 times 2 is 64 plus b. Then to get b by itself, I'm gonna do the opposite of this 64. So the opposite of plusative 64 is minus 64. And I think you get negative 48. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so we get negative 48. So that's the letter B. So that's what I'm gonna plug into where this letter B is supposed to be. So y equals mx plus b. We have y equals 32x plus whatever this b is. And this b is negative 48. But that looks kind of weird. A plus and a minus right next to each other. So we're going to say y equals 32x. And then instead of plus minus, I think I'm just going to use minus. Because a positive times a negative is a negative. So minus 48. Woohoo, done with that problem. And I think in the homework, they also take something that looks like y minus 16 equals 32 times x minus 2. But that's the same thing that we just found. So if you put this first answer in your homework, it should count it right.